Okay, so have you done something like writing?
Yes, yes.
Hmm. So
This is
I would
festival.
like you to read it out.
Yeah, this is regarding the festival we discussed.
Yes,
Uh, how they celebrate in England and India.
yes. Hmm.
So, I mean, when you said, like, I mean, the England is a very systematic country, and people are not highly educated, but they are very intelligent. Hello?
Ah, yes, yes. Hmm.
They follow a particular culture. When the children are 13 or 14-year old, they are not given their pocket money by their parents. They are asked to go out of the home to look for a job and earn the money. Normal. So, I mean, to earn money, they do like different petty jobs and they work on petrol pumps and sell ice creams, newspaper, and polish the shoes on the roads, etc. I mean, etc. Okay?
Hmm.
They never give up their study. They work in their free time and do all these petty jobs.
Hmm.
When they grow up, they already know how difficult is the life uh, and never fail during their life.
Okay.
So, whereas in India, we celebrate many festivals, our way of celebrating the festivals are different than others. So what we do, like if we want to celebrate, like example Diwali or any other Holi or any other festivals, we'll go out of the home before 2 3 days of the festival and buy the new clothes, sweets, and some crackers, furniture, and other items.
Hmm.
The markets are very crowded and everything is very high price. I mean, because of like the shopkeepers, they want to make more money that time. I mean, when we buy all these things before 2 3 days, uh, so our budget gets disturbed because like they charge more money
Hmm.
for these items, whereas in India, I mean, sorry, in England, they start saving money after each Christmas for next Christmas, and they have like a good amount of money before the Christmas. Hello?
Yes, yes. I'm listening.
Yeah, you are not responding anything, so I'm
No, no,
not
no.
able
Yes,
to
I'm
hear.
shaking my head. Hmm.
Oh, okay, I
Hmm.
opened this Word document, right? So I'm not able to see.
Okay,
So
okay,
okay,
okay.
that's fine.
Hmm. Okay,
Their budget never gets disturbed, and
okay,
everything is
okay.
booked one
Hmm.
month before the
Hmm.
Christmas.
Hmm.
In
Hmm.
shops also there is no crowd and the mark. I mean,
Hmm.
not crowded.
Hmm.
They get everything easily,
Hmm.
and the shopkeepers also know how much they have to prepare, like
Hmm.
I mean, any items
Hmm.
because they know like based on the orders they prepare the food.
Hmm.
But in India, the sweets are prepared for next 1 month and they are being sold after Diwali also.
Yes. Okay.
Because, I mean, they don't know how much. And I have a question here. actually.
Hmm.
There are in US also I see like many stores they keep the sweets, right, like cake and everything, like what is the difference? I didn't get that part.
What do you want to differentiate?
No, here in US also
Hmm.
we get like cakes every time, right? Like there is no festival or anything, even though we get the sweets and cake and everything in American stores. I'm talking
Yeah, because actually, these days, it is also a kind of conspiracy. That means they have made Father's Day, Mother's Day, Sister's Day, Brother's Day, whatever it is. It is a very big conspiracy is there. And we don't want to discuss that how it has been made a conspiracy. So everything is available there. Instead of means the children, because they are brought up in that atmosphere in our home, in my home, that means they don't like to prepare anything inside their own home with Indian tradition. Means they like to get cakes. Eating cakes is not my culture, because this is and celebrating birthday by just blowing out of candles on birthdays and all. It is not our culture actually, but still we follow. We get chocolates, Cadbury's and all. These are the foreign companies. And these days, instead of eating Indian sweets, people, they get Cadbury, pack of Cadbury, and they gift it to the people. This is American culture, this is English culture, because they don't know what sweet is, how laddu is prepared, they don't know.
it. Yeah, I know.
That's
Yes,
why
yes.
they have to do it, and we are following their culture. Now in America, they are using, or there means it is very popular there. It is called health drink, milk with turmeric powder. So that is called health tonic or health milk, or what they call it, and it is available there in their malls and shops. But in India, if you ask your children to take milk with turmeric powder, they'll say, "What is this?" Means that
Yeah,
is their action. Because so we are actually forgetting all these things. So it's okay that we are in culture that we get cakes. If it is anybody's birthday in our family, we get cakes from the market, McDonald's, pizza, burger, and all these things. These are not healthy foods at all.
right. You're right.
And all these things are going to ruin your health, because eating, preparing food and eating food is a very very important task of your daily life, but that is kept aside. Your priority is to make money. Your priority is not to cook food or to eat food, healthy food I am talking about. So these days what people do, they means they have decided that making money is their important task in a day, not eating, not cooking. So they think they can eat anything, no problem, they'll get from market. So this is the problem, and that's why the people, they're getting the disease. They're suffering from diabetes, they're suffering from high blood pressure, a lot of things. And the WHO, and the people talk about WHO is a kind of Lutera. Even your president Trump actually, doesn't like WHO. So this is, well, it's a long topic for the discussion.
Yeah.
So
So,
let me tell you the third part of that also.
so
Because
which one?
England is a very good country and I like it very much. And really, I like England very much. So the people, of course, they ruled over the world, but still, I think these people are very good. They're very helping. Well, so third part I tell you, as you know, in India, the we have the electricians, plumbers, bricklayers, and even carpenters, painters. You know, in India, anybody can be a painter, can be an electrician, bricklayer, plumber. Anybody just can take a training and can open his shop anywhere in India. But in England, the bricklayer, electrician, barber, plumber, everybody is certified by some institute. Means they go for training, means they take a course, it may be for 3 months, for 6 months, for 9 months, or for 1 year. And after that, they are certified by that institute, and these institutes are recognized by the government. So they are certified. After they get certification, they have to inform their local government that they want to open a shop in that particular area. Then the local administration actually come to that particular area for the survey, and then these people or these officers from the administration, local administration, they come over and they try to find out whether that particular shop is needed in that area or not, according to the population of the area. Suppose a person who wants to be a barber or he wants to be a shop there, first of all he has to be certified, then he can apply in the local government, then they come and decide uh, whether he is to be given permission for that particular area or not, according to the population. If he is given the permission or if he is not given, that is the process. Finally he gets the permission to open a shop in a particular area, and then he starts his shop, and after that, that is the rule, and they have to pay 30% of their income as income tax to the government. This is the rule. Means they may be a small skilled labor or unskilled labor. Everybody is skilled, nobody is unskilled, as I have already told you. So they pay 30% of the income as income tax to the government. And emergency services are also available there in night. In India, if suppose a toilet is choked, we have no other options than to go to our neighbor's toilet in night if we need, because we don't have any emergency services in India during that period night. But in England, emergency services are there. We just have to call them. They will come. They will solve our problems. But they charge extra money for that, and that is decided by the government or the local government authority. So everything, every activity is controlled by the administration, not by the people themselves. So that's why I think it is a very systematic country. Even some of my students are there. They have been there for many years. So, and I have been in touch with that culture for a long time. So that's why I like this country very much. Their law and order situation is very good, very nice. Whoever you may be Indian or whoever you may be, they never actually discriminate whether you are their own citizen or it is means law is same for everyone. It treats everyone in the same manner. You can say like this. So this is the culture part 3. I have already told you. Okay.
Sure.
And now, so you write that also. And now I must go to the second part of that adjectives.
Sure.
Like I told you this more and less, more and fewer. And now I tell you something. Suppose I say like okay, suppose I compare the height of two persons, that you are taller than he is, but if we add something means how tall means like 3 inches taller or like this, so it is always we write like this, like you are or I am, suppose I am 2 inch taller than you. So we always, if we are adding some amount to this, then we always make it in comparative. Like this book is 1 inch thicker than this book. So it is always comparative. But when it is times, like 2 times, 3 times, like
Okay.
like I say I am 2 times as rich as you are. But here we say as. When we speak about times, in Hindi we say dugna, tigna, like this.
So I am 2 times as rich
As you are.
Okay, sorry. I am 2 times rich.
I am 2 times as rich as you are.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
So we speak it like this. One more example here I would like to say, it is also very important in English.
Okay.
When we say like, do you understand Hindi little bit? If
Yes.
I speak in Hindi, like suppose I take a sentence here, uh, ज्यों 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 हम ऊपर जाते हैं त्यों त्यों ठंडा होता जाता है, या जितना जितना ज्यों 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 त्यों त्यों, जितना जितना उतना उतना, जितना जितना हम ऊपर जाते हैं उतना उतना ठंडा होता जाता है. और इट मे बी जैसे जैसे हम ऊपर जाते हैं वैसे वैसे ठंडा होता जाता है, या जितना आप खाओगे उतने मोटे आप हो जाओगे.
Correct. Yes.
So such type of sentences we speak in Hindi or English. कि जैसे आप ज्यादा पढ़ोगे तो ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन पाओगे.
ज्यादा पढ़ोगे तो ज्यादा मार्क्स भी आता है एग्जाम में.
यस यस, ज्यादा पढ़ोगे तो ज्यादा नॉलेज बढ़ेगी. ज्यादा खाओगे, जितना जितना खाओगे उतने उतने मोटे हो जाओगे.
Whatever we do, we get the reflection of that.
यस, तो जितना जितना उतना उतना, ज्यों ज्यों त्यों त्यों, जैसे जैसे वैसे वैसे, ये हिंदी में चलता है. तो इन दैट कंडीशन वी ऑलवेज स्टार्ट आवर सेंटेंस विद द प्लस कंपैरेटिव डिग्री, ये थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे एक एक्सेप्शनल केस है कि द इज यूज विथ सुपरलेटिव डिग्री, but in that condition we use comparative degree.
Okay.
I just write the formula first.
Sure.
फिर सब्जेक्ट लेंगे इसमें, फिर हम वर्ब और फिर कॉमा एंड देन नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस. This is the actually sentence structure. The plus comparative degree, comma subject plus V1. This is the first sentence, in second the same. The plus comparative degree like this. I give you here an example. Like suppose we say the higher we go, the cooler it is. This is the sentence.
Okay.
So the comparative degree. If adjective is not there, then we use more. Like the more you eat, the fatter you get. In the second sentence we have adjective, then I have used fatter. But in first sentence there is no adjective. That's why I have used more. The more you eat, the fatter you get. The earlier you go, the sooner you will be back. The earlier you go, the sooner you will be back. The first sentence is present. The second can be in future.
The sooner you will be back.
Yes. मतलब जितना जल्दी आप जाओगे उतना जल्दी आप आओगे. So like this you can make. The more you want, the more you get, the more you want. This is human nature. The more you earn, the more you want. So like this you can make that sentence. That was very important and we use it in English. It is very common also.
Okay.
So this is like this. This is the... And now some of the things I want to discuss with you here. These are also very important and I would like to tell you here. You know, afraid.
Yes.
Afraid and jealous, fond,
Yes.
Afraid, jealous.
I mean, yeah, if we see like scary movies, we are afraid of.
Yes.
Like, I mean, Darna.
Yes, you are right.
And jealous means I know jealous. Okay. And fond of means like, I think.
Yes.
Kind of like.
Pasand karna. Yes, like.
Pasand karna.
Yes. Tired.
Proud. Yeah.
These are actually adjectives. You know, afraid. Afraid मतलब डरा होना. Jealous मतलब ईर्ष्या किसी से जलना. Fond means पसंद करना. Proud means I am proud of my country, like this. tired. So these are adjectives, but their way of using them in a sentence is little bit different. Like we always use them with subject. I tell you here the structure. We use subject, then helping verb. Without helping verb, you cannot use them.
Okay.
Helping
And
verb.
here one question, Subodhi.
Yes.
Uh, by seeing the word, how do we know like whether it is an adjective or an adverb? I mean,
Yes.
is there any easy way to identify?
Yes. Yes. Very good question. First, let me write that structure, then I am going to clear. Okay.
Sure.
Font tired plus of plus V4 V1 ing. This is the structure. We use subject, helping verb, afraid, jealous, proud, fond, tired plus of V1 ing, or it may be a noun.
Okay.
Now, as first, let me tell you about the question, your question, that how we can recognize whether a particular word is a noun, is a pronoun, is a verb, or adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjection. Because these are the 8 parts of speech. Means parts of speech means like a word may be any English word, may be within these 8 parts of speech, not other than this. Means any word in English is recognized within these parts of speech. It is going to be a noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, or conjunction, or adjective. No. Noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, and after that conjunction and interjection. So how we recognize them? It is very simple. Very simple. If you know the meaning of each and every word. Noun means it is a name of a person, place, or thing.
Yeah.
If you think that, of course, it can be classified in different ways. Like there are 5 nouns: proper noun, common noun, collective noun. We are not going into that deep. There is no need.
Okay.
But we can study if we want to, no problem. So means noun is a name of a person, place, or thing. Then pronoun are the words which are used in place of noun.
Yeah.
Like he, she, it, they. These are pronoun. Verb means like verb. It shows, yes, action. It shows the action of a noun or pronoun.
Yeah.
Like in Hindi, jana, khana, peena, lena, dena, sona, utna, chalna, firna, like this. These are the verb, and verbs always have 3 common forms: first form, second, third. Of present, past participle. In other words, we say, or simple first form, second form, third form. Okay, and next is adverb. Adverb means these are the words which add, or sometimes they modify the action. Like we say, I write smoothly. So write is a verb, but how I write? Smoothly, badly. So badly, smoothly, these are adverbs. Like they are adding something to the verb.
Yeah.
That's why they are called adverbs.
Yes.
Similarly, adjective means These are the words which show the quality of a noun or pronoun. Like I say,
Good boy.
good boy, kind man, honest man, beautiful girl, nice tea, hot tea, soft, hard. These are the qualities of a noun. The surface is very hard. Hard means this is adjective. And conjunction, one
Noun
more.
or pronoun, right? Noun or pronoun.
Yes, yes. Noun or pronoun.
Quality of the noun or pronoun.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Yes, preposition we forgot to speak. Prepositions. Prepositions like of, after, above,
In,
above. They show the
on,
yes,
under.
on,
Yeah.
under, upon.
Between.
These are the words which show the location
Okay.
or the relation between noun pronoun to the object. Preposition like I am, like suppose I say I work under you. So this is the relation between you and me. I work
Yeah,
under
okay.
you. My book is on the table. So on is a preposition. वो रिलेशन बता रहा है बुक का और टेबल का क्या है. It is like that.
Got it.
And conjunction, when two words or sentences are
Yeah.
connected with a word, तो वो join करते हैं conjunctions. They are called conjunctions like but, if, and some correlatives means some big conjunctions are there like as soon as, neither nor, either or, not only but also, not to speak of, instead of, despite of, like this. So we'll study that later. And interjection, these are the words, they come out of our heart immediately. We never think that I'm going to speak that in that situation. No, they come out of our, in any mood. We may be happy, we say wow, or sometimes you have achieved something like hey hooray, we have won the match, like this. So these are ouch. Sometimes when you are in pain, ouch. In Hindi में भी तो हम बोलते हैं अरे राम, like this. So these are the words which come out of our heart immediately. These are interjections. So you can recognize them easily. Like afraid. Afraid means डरा हुआ. So डरा हुआ is a quality of a noun. So, but we use it that in that formula. I am afraid of. You are afraid of driving a car. Maybe in continuous, sorry, in ing form, or simply noun you can put like she's afraid of cockroaches. I am fond of cooking. I am fond of cooking. She is jealous of me. Like I'm proud of my country. You can use it in any tense. I'm proud of my daughter, I'm proud of my son, I'm proud of my country, I am jealous of you. I am not jealous of anyone. You may use it in negative, no problem. You may ask it in a question. Are you afraid of driving? No, I am not. I am not afraid of driving a car. Even I am fond of driving a car. Like this tired. Tired is also an adjective. And one more thing I want to tell you, it's also very important. You know, some of the third form of some of the verbs. Listen to me carefully. Third form of the verbs sometimes becomes adjective.
Okay.
Did you get my point?
Yes.
Let's take an example. You see this one. Break, broke, broken. Break, broke, broken. And this break is different. Do you know this? This break is a noun. This break is a noun.
Okay.
But that break is a verb. Break, B-R-E-A-K. Break, broke, broken. Who broke this chair? Yes, yes. Todna, todna.
Todna, yeah.
Who broke this chair?
Okay.
Sir, he has broken this chair. I saw him. अब देखिए एक चीज और आ गई इसमें, लाइक सपोज आई से आई सॉ हर सिंगिंग अ सॉन्ग. आई सॉ हर सिंगिंग अ सॉन्ग मतलब मैंने उसको गाना गाते हुए देखा. I saw her singing a song. Sir, I saw him breaking the chair. He has broken the chair. I saw him breaking the chair.
Okay.
He has broken this chair deliberately. Now, what I wanted to tell you, that broken is a third form of break. But I simply write broken chair. What does it mean? The broken has become an adjective here. No, it is not the third form. It has become an adjective. Broken मतलब टूटी हुई कुर्सी.
Yeah.
Which has already been broken. Broken has become an adjective, and that's why some of the third form of the verbs become adjective. Like lost. Did you see my lost pen? Lost means खोया हुआ. Because you know, lose, lost,
Yes.
lost. This. Lose, lost, lost. And you know, this lose. And what is this?
I know that loss. Okay, suppose if I buy something, tomorrow if the rate is less, go less price than
When you say I am in,
I am in loss with
yes,
that one
yes.
because
You are right. Loss. This is loss.
yeah, I know this loss.
Loss means when you loss is a noun actually. You know. Loss is a noun. Lose is okay. What is this? Lose.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay.
What is the difference between these two? I didn't get this one because I know the lose, LOSE is also lose, right? Lost. That last means like uh, somewhere like okay, I lost my pen or my watch or something like that, right? That is lost, right? Lose, lost. कहीं ने मैं भूल गया मेरा लैपटॉप नहीं मिला.
This is
Then I
lost.
can
This
say
is lost.
lost. Then I
Lose.
say like
LOSE, lose, lost. This is lose is a
lost.
verb.
Yes.
I tell
So I
you,
say like
lose. Yes, please.
I say like I lost my laptop. That
Okay.
is what we call. I mean, I lost my laptop. That is lose, lost.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
This lose. I mean, LOSE loss. These two are both same, right?
No,
Both
these are
same.
not same. I tell you.
Okay.
First one is lose, lost. This is verb. Lose मतलब कोई चीज खोना, खो जाना. Like lose, lost. This is okay, clear. The second one is LOOSE. This is loose. Loose means ढीला. कोई चीज ढीली होती है. Loose. This pant is loose to me.
Oh, okay.
This is an adjective.
Yeah.
This is an adjective.
Got it. Okay.
This is an adjective.
Yeah, I forgot that one. Yes. Yeah, that's correct.
That's
Lose,
why I'm
lose.
telling, because I know the
Yeah.
people are confused in these words.
Okay. Yeah.
Loose means
Okay.
ढीला.
Okay.
This is an adjective. But loss. But the third one is loss. The pronunciation is loss. And loss is हानि. किसी को कुछ हानि हो जाए, कोई लॉस हो जाए, कोई घाटा पड़ जाए, बिजनेस में घाटा हो गया, लाइक लॉस हो गया बिजनेस में.
I know. Yeah.
Loss means this is loss. This is noun. He has suffered a great loss in his business recently.
Yeah.
This is noun. A lose is an adjective. And LOSE, lose, is verb. Now listen one more thing, just to make it very clear to you. Let's take an example here. Care.
Okay.
Care. What is this word is?
Care means like I take care of my parents.
No. Care
Yes,
means
like-
what is it? Noun, pronoun, verb, adverb. What is this?
I take care of my adjective. Hello?
No, this is not adjective. Care. Care is a verb.
Okay.
You are using I take care, that's why you are confused.
Okay.
Care is what itself is a verb.
So I don't need to say take care. I care of my parents.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Care is a verb. But when you use it as a noun, you use take care.
Okay.
Sometimes people say, please take care. Please take care of yourself. It's not bad to speak. But here it has become a noun. Care means देखभाल करना. Care means देखभाल.
Okay.
Right?
So please take care means in this care, is it like now?
Yes. Because verb is take.
Okay.
But if you simply use care, because cared.
Okay.
His wife cared him a lot when he was hospitalized. I have used it as a verb, cared. So care is a verb, but if I say like this, careful, what has it become. Careful.
Be careful. Be careful. We call it as like normally we use it in be careful. So be is the helping verb and careful is the verb I think.
Careful is an adjective. क्वालिटी, आपको केयरफुल होना, यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल.
Okay.
You will get it, no problem, by some practice. Careful is an adjective.
Okay.
Careful. Okay. But if I say careless, what is this?
That is also adjective.
Yes. You are careless.
Because
You are very careful. I like it. You try to use them in a sentence, then you will get what it is. Like careless, you are careless. Careless means it is an adjective. You are a careless person. You are very, very careful. You have been very, very careful. So careless, carelessness. What is this? Use it in a sentence and get the meaning.
Sure.
Carelessness.
Don't be yes. Can we say like don't be carelessness?
No.
Okay.
Carelessness is a noun. लापरवाही. It's your carelessness. You didn't get the contract. You didn't get the contract. It means it's your carelessness. ये आपकी लापरवाही है. It's your carelessness. Okay. One more. What is this?
Adverb.
Very good. This is adverb.
Because yeah, walk carefully. It's defining, more emphasizing the walk.
Yes, carefully, like slowly, like fastly, like smoothly, badly, like manner of doing something. This is adverb. So these are the. Care is a word which are used in that way.
Sorry?
Yeah, you can use it. So just I tried to make it clear how to recognize whether a particular word is noun, pronoun, or whatever. You can make it like this. So please try to write that topic. Third point about English culture, and try to make questions more and more for the discussion also. So now we'll take a topic for the discussion also, every day, small topic, just for, means we would like to discuss a topic just for 5 minutes or 10 minutes every in every class, so you can write it back to improve your writing. Or you can just send me, write an email, miss, as you want to improve writing, as you told me earlier. So you just try to write emails, not means to your clients. Write an email as you are writing to them. Write them here on Skype for me, and we'll check, we'll discuss that what you want to write and how it can be more effective. So you start writing 1 or 2 emails every day. So you will be a master in writing email. So start doing it instead of writing. Or if you want to write question also, it's so good. But if you don't want to write question, write email every day, 1 or 2 email to your clients. So we'll discuss that how you can make it more effective. Okay, so see you again. So next lesson you would like to have on
Sunday. Is it okay for you? Sunday?
Sunday is okay for me, but if it is a little bit earlier, then it's okay. Because on Sunday usually we have our meetings, organizations and all. Because I have been connected with some, social organizations and all.
Oh,
So usually we meet on Sundays. So that's why. So if it is like 4 p.m. or like 6 p.m. No, not 6 p.m. 5 p.m. 5 p.m. 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. is good for me.
5 p.m. okay. 5 p.m. okay.
Okay, then 5 is okay for me too, no problem. I'll go immediately 5. Okay. Okay, 5 is okay.
So if awake like before that,
Okay, you inform me.
Ready. Okay. If it's not 5 p.m. Okay.
So finally, we'll begin our lesson at 5 p.m. India time. If it is possible, you can come early, no problem. Okay, and inform
That's
me.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So today it is 26th, 28th. We'll have our lesson, right? 5 p.m. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, sir. Hello. Okay. See you too. Oh, हाँ, hello.